Let's start the show. Yeah, I'd like to know how to figure this out, because this would be a pretty fun thing to do, to be honest. Create polls so viewers can post. I mean, is this the same thing, though? That's CloudBot. I don't know what we've got. We haven't got CloudBot, have we? We've got Stream Elements Bot. I'll have to have a look then, actually. I can do it now, actually. Oh, hello. How? What? I'm confused. So Trey is going into that fatal four-way ladder match at the finale for the X Division Championship, joining Alex Shelley, Ace Austin, and TJP. It could be a good night here for the Rascals, you know. Could very much be a good night for the Rascals, as they will also be fighting for a chance to fight for the Tag Team Championships the other night. Yeah, it's pretty windy here as well, New Generation, to be honest. I know it's the other side of the world, like, but still it's pretty windy. Gotta stop the cats blowing away. Oh, your Facebook notification. Wow. Well, that seems like a proper WWE storyline, that does. The referee gets over, as always. How's the game audio like? Oh, that's not bad, actually, the game audio, is it? Actually, it's a bit loud, isn't it, the game audio? For some reason, I can't actually open my software anywhere at the moment, so I can't actually change the settings, so hopefully this will be alright. We're gonna have to stick with this for now. Hopefully it won't be. But if it does get to a point where I'm too quiet, please do let me know, and I may have to restart the stream because the software's playing up. Believe it or not. I know. Who would have thought the software would be playing up? Eh? I mean, the main reason I was late to stream today is I wolfed down my dinner nice and quickly, loaded up the streaming software, and all of a sudden, the streaming software had a software update, which took about 10 minutes to install, which was a little bit later than I planned. But it's fine. Yeah, I know what you mean, Jamie. I do the same thing, to be honest. I write Triple H like that rather than the three H's. What are you meowing about? What? I know, it's not very nice weather outside, but I can't change it. It's supposed to be hot and sunny this week. It's supposed to be a heat wave here this week, apparently. Which I'm waiting to see, because it is currently not looking very nice outside at all. Here we go then. Good Brothers versus LAX. The winner of this one will be the first team in the Impact Tag Team Championship match at the finale. And of course they'll be facing off against the winner of our match later on this evening, which will be... Okay. Which will be... I don't know, I shut that down, didn't know. The Hardys versus the Rascals? Yep, there we go. Can somebody answer me a question, right? I've just seen a picture on Twitter and I don't understand it. I need a bit of help, right? Can somebody explain to me why Dominic, Rey Mysterio's son, is in a picture on the WWE Twitter page with the United Kingdom Championship over his shoulder? Can anyone tell me that? I need help with that. I thought it was interesting, Jay. I think they're going to use that as a way to feud against this new stable, aren't they, really? I suppose he matches the style of the other two. A bit like the Cruiserweights linking in together. Cody turning heel. It feels like it might do. And, yeah, that's a really weird picture. I don't know why he's got it over his shoulder. It's definitely the United Kingdom Championship over his shoulder. Unless it's some sort of dodgy Photoshop that I just don't understand. I've got no idea. There we go. Yeah, I think Omega's going to turn heel soon. Cody looks like he might do as well. I think it'll be a nice, fresh change for AEW, to be honest. Why would Dominic be calling out? I wonder if that's one of the reasons why Ray looks to be sticking around. I can't imagine any other reason at this point in time. Of being a free agent like he is. Oh, you had to do... Is it still on? Yeah, it's still on. You have to do exclamation mark, bet in lowercase, then do space, and then do Trey. T-R-E-Y. See if that works. It's up on here, but I thought it would post it in the actual chat, but it didn't seem to do anything. Which is weird. I thought it would actually work, but it didn't. I've just noticed the word thumbnail. I've not actually changed the thumbnail yet for this video, have I? Let's get that one changed. So I'm still going to stick with the same format, by the way. What we're going to do is we're going to have the stream on... Well, hang on a minute. I changed everything. I did all the description and everything, and it's all disappeared. Ah, oh, what a bugger. That's annoying. So I'm just going to redo the description, because I had it all done, and it's all disappeared, which is annoying. Didn't do anything at all. That's exactly what you should have typed. I don't know what's happened with that then. It obviously hasn't worked out how I anticipated it would do. I'll have to have a look into it, because it does look like quite a fun thing to do if we can have that sort of fun. Like you'll get some sort of internal point system going on. I'm not quite sure how it works, to be honest, but there we go. Right, I'm just going to sort out the description because it's not working. New Japan versus Impact. I don't know why that's not worked. As normal, nothing really works. That's how shabby we are over here. As we see the finale of this match. Wow. I mean, I don't want to say it's disappointing. I think I was sort of hoping that the Good Brothers would have a decent run on this. I really was. But LAX have managed to stick them under their noses. So LAX are going to go on and fight for the Tag Team Championships at the first finale here for Impact. And the Good Brothers taking their first loss in Impact Wrestling. Oh, is that why it is? Is that what that picture's from, Jay? That might be what it was, because I did think, when I looked at it, I thought, bloody hell, Walter looks a bit rough, and then I realised it wasn't him. Okay, that could actually be the point, Jay, you're making there, actually. That could be what I saw. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows with the losses. Right then, so that's a good result there. So we got our first tag team in that championship match at the pay-per-view. LAX, they'll be facing the winners of the match later on tonight between the Hardys and the Rascals. Now, this is an interesting triple threat. The idea behind this triple threat is these are 3 people that have yet to wrestle for us so far, which is why we're making this the triple threat. Why is this thumbnail not going on? Impact Wrestling. Save. There we go. Now it's working. Yeah, these are 3 people that are yet to wrestle so far in our universe mode here, so it's all down for points here for these 3. Or have they read? No, we have seen Rhino, haven't we, actually? We've seen Rhino because he teamed up with Heath, didn't he? Why is that not working? Is it the same in New Japan, or is it just that Impact logo? It's not working. Oh, I'm confused again. I think YouTube's broken. Yeah, YouTube's broken. Yeah, that's not good. I'm trying to upload the thumbnail, and for some reason it just keeps uploading a completely black square, which is not ideal. Don't really matter too much, I suppose. We've got everything we need. So the winner of this one is going to get 2 ranking points, which could be massive for any of these 3. I feel like Cage might be the one who needs it more. He'll feel like he's been underutilized so far in the season. He'll feel like that he should be in the championship picture. I think that's the problem with having one season, is that it takes a bit of time to really build your rankings up. So for Impact, after this first season, we will have a chance to really build things up. I feel like Impact might have a chance of winning this. The big thing that Impact have got going for them at the pay-per-view, at the finale, which will be this Friday, by the way. My schedule for this week is to stream tonight, to stream Wednesday, and to stream Friday. And we'll have the finale on Friday. And Impact have got the big... wasn't Feast or Fire. What was it, Jay, you called it, that I stole? Fate or Fortune. 8-man elimination. And each elimination is going to be worth something. Whether it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, we are yet to see as of yet. So that should be pretty fun. And I feel like that might swing it in the favour of Impact, depending on what rewards are given. I do agree. I do think he looks a bit like Walter, to be honest. Young Walter. Good old young Walter. I think I've annoyed some people this weekend. I've uploaded that many videos this weekend that I seem to have lost a few subscribers. I thought it was from the WWE account, to be honest. I can't see it again now. I must not have been that. It must have been from somebody else, but it looks very official, the one I saw. No, YouTube is broken. You can't, for some reason at the moment, oh no, it's working now. The thumbnail's on. Okay, that's good. The Impact thumbnail is now loaded up. Okay, it just took a while. YouTube is officially fixed. Please, Susan, don't demonetize me. I need that £4.20 a month. Rhino trying to get the pin over Brian Cage. Cage with the uppercut. Falabar. It's a pretty good Falabar core, isn't it? I'm quite impressed with that one. Falabar now taking Rhino up on his shoulder. I do feel like... what am I trying to say? Yeah, I think Jay mentioned this the other day. I do feel like Impact could do the mid-card championship. And maybe if they get another season, we could do some sort of mid-card championship tournament for that. I think that might be a clever thing to do. Rhino, nice running knee strike right into Falabar. I don't know, Ninja. You and Jay always seem to have problems with not being able to see each other's comments. I'm not quite sure what's happened, to be honest. Rhino, nice belly-to-belly slam into the pin. 1, 2. No freaking way has Rhino just won that. How has Rhino just won that match? Well, that's not gone to plan. I was hoping for a Brian Cage win here, but instead Brian Cage is going to go into the losers column. And Rhino's going to get himself 2 ranking points. Wow. Okay. So Cage with a loss. And Falaba with a loss as well. There we go. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. I can't believe Rhino just pulled that off, to be honest. There we go, great win for Rhino. Ooh, what's going on with my internet's definitely played up tonight. Definitely. Hey ho. Yeah, I thought it was him. I thought it was Walter, to be honest. Right, another 2 people that have yet to wrestle so far this month is Eddie Edwards and Nick Aldis, otherwise known as Magnus. Both currently sat on 0. So it'd be a good chance for one of them to pick up a few points here. And again, hopefully push their way into it for next season. These are the sort of people that will probably be involved in our Feast or Fight or whatever it's called. Is what? Sorry, New Generation. I think what some people have done is they've put the United Kingdom Championship on Dominic, saying that he looks a bit like Walter. I mean, that would explain a lot, because Dominic doesn't look anything like his father, does he? So, maybe Walter is his real father, you never know. Mrs. Mysterio, you know. So yeah, both of these guys can really do with a win here. They want to fight their way into some championship pictures. I think apart from this, where are we sitting now then? So, Abyss is yet to wrestle. Alex Shelley's yet to wrestle. Abyss is wrestling tonight though. Sting is yet to wrestle. Samoa Joe's the champion as well. Roderick Strong yet to wrestle. Okay. And R-Truth. Maybe we'll have to fix that one next time out as well. The moment, though, 3 people on -2. Chris Bay, Eric Young, Heath Slater. But at the top of the rankings, you're looking at Bobby Roode and James Storm fighting out tonight for that #1 contendership for the Impact Championship. So lots on the line. Magnus there with the big knees on Eddie Edwards. Eddie catches a boot across the chest as well. Into a nice backbreaker. Work. So Eddie's taking some control in this match now. Of course, real life Impact champion at the moment. Although unfortunately for him, he's going to be feuding against Eric Young for that, which I think is a bit of a waste of time. But I think I said it last time round, didn't I? That I just don't believe that it's the right choices so far for Impact. I mean, I understand why they've made those choices, but I don't understand the choices, if that makes sense. They brought EC3 in and feuded him straight off against Moose, which for me just seems like a waste of time. I think I'd rather see him go straight into the World Championship picture, considering how much he's been built up online before this move back to Impact. And then also Eric Young coming into battle against Eddie Edwards. which again just seems a little bit bizarre to me. I think it would have worked perfectly the way around, to be honest. For EC3 to have maybe won the championship at the pay-per-view and then feud off against Eddie Edwards for that belt. And then potentially for Eric Young to go on and feud against Moose for that that fake championship. I thought that would make more sense, but there you go. It is what it is. Magnus working over Edwards on the outside. And now big knee right into the face. I mean, there should be a decent battle between these two. Like I said, it's so important for both of them to get themselves that point. That's it, yeah. I've got loads of Sky Sports notifications coming through. What are they? Oh, it's the championship, isn't it? That makes sense, I suppose. Yeah, I understand that, Jay. I just, for me, I would have brought him straight in. The amount of buzz and hype that he's created himself on the while he's been a free agent, I feel that they probably should have brought him straight in and given him the championship and allowed him to have a long run with the belt. I just feel like it's I mean, I don't really rate Moose at all. I mean, after watching, I've not really seen him wrestle much before, to be honest, but after seeing his match against Tommy Dreamer at Slammiversary, I wasn't very impressed with his ability. And I just feel like it's a bit of a letdown to bring in someone who's been built up as big as EC3 is. Probably the most hyped person they have on the entire roster at the moment. And drop him in against someone like that for a fake championship. I would have thought like the whole thing with EY, he's a bit mentally tapped. He could have come in, he could have fought off against Moose for the championship that Moose believes is his. EY can say, no, it's mine. I had it before you. I think there would have been a decent feud between those two, but I just don't think EC3 needs... I mean, MJF does need building because he's a young person that a lot of people haven't really heard of before, but before coming to AEW. But with EC3, he's probably a very, very big name at the moment. I just feel like they've wasted it a little bit. I suppose you can't just bring all these people in and give them the belt straight away. I was about to say the same with the Good Brothers as well. I mean, I'm surprised that they've broken the North's championship reign with Motor City Machine Guns when the Good Brothers signed as well. But I suppose you can't just bring in and make loads of brand new champions straight off the bat, I suppose, can you? Nick Aldis, or Magnus if you will, gets the victory here over Eddie Edwards, which we will now update in the rankings. Say Magnus will be very, very happy with that victory. What do you want? Oh, Magnus beating down Eddie Edwards here like a government mule. Boom. Well, we move on. But that's an interesting little after thing, isn't it, really? So next up we've got Abyss versus Sting. A bit of a random one, but again, two people that have yet to have a match so far in this universe mode. So really a good opportunity. So here we go. This should be an interesting one. Current day Sting. Be interesting what Sting does, remember, let's be honest, isn't it? Magnus Fuma, Jeff Hardy. I don't quite remember that to be. Do I? I don't know. Is it Aces and Eights days or after that. I stopped watching when Aces and Eights were going on, to be honest. When they were trying to tell me that Jared Bischoff and Jay Briscoe were going to be future stars, I sort of just decided that it was probably time to not pay much attention anymore. But that's what happens when you bring in someone like that, isn't it, really? Someone like Hogan and Bischoff and that, and they tried to turn it into WCW 2.0, really, didn't they? Wow! What are you wowing about? Come here, where are you? I know you're underneath me somewhere, but I can't find you. There you are. Okay. What do you want from me? Do you want attention? Yeah? So again, it's a big one. Both these guys will want this point. They'll both know how important it is. Abyss currently on 0 points for this season, but on -1 overall. Sting on 0 completely. Never yet wrestled in Impact. This is his first opportunity to show what he can do. At the moment, the big man Abyss just throwing him around. Yeah, Jay, I think, so I watched all the Slammiversary, and I would quite openly say that the best match on Slammiversary by a country mile was Perazzo versus Jordan Grace. That was the best match on the card, for me. It was fantastic. However, I have read since, I don't know if it's been rectified yet, but I have read since that Perazzo is currently working on a handshake. She's not officially signed to Impact at this point in time. How true that is, I couldn't tell you, but that's what I've read since. So there is the opportunity. I don't know why AEW didn't go for it, to be honest. I mean, they might have done for all I know, but it seemed like an obvious thing with AEW's weaker female division. It seemed like an obvious thing for them to really push out and go for. Oh, a nice, strong right hand there by Abyss, taking Sting down. Abyss now stalking Sting. What's he going to go for here? Well, I think we might have been thinking Black Hole Slam, but Sting saw it coming. Just clotheslines Abyss to the outside. Sting now stalking Abyss. Looking for that Scorpion Death Drop. Hits it well. Abyss is down. Is this Sting's opportunity to get the pin? 1, 2 only. Abyss, the big man, able to break free. He wants to break free. He wants to break free. Sting with a splash in the corner. Now bringing Abyss back up to his feet once again. Big clothesline in the corner. Sting once again bringing Abyss back up to his feet and spins him into the neckbreaker. Sting now stalking once again. Abyss slowly climbing back to his feet. But Abyss fighting back, breaking out. Sting now sending Abyss into the corner. Big clothesline. This has been a pretty strong battle between these two. Both determined to get that overall first ranking point. Like I said, it's important because if Impact do stay on for another season, then these points could really have effect on who gets the fighter out to go for that Impact Championship next season. Sting now willing Abyss back up to his feet and stalking. Abyss slowly climbs up. There's that Scorpion Death Drop once again. But it was too close to the ropes. He's going to have to bring him into the middle of the ring. Will it be enough? Still only a 2 count. Yeah, she was very good, Jay. I must admit, it's been I've seen her name bounce around a lot. I've seen her work in a lot of different places, but it's the first time I've really watched a proper one of her matches. And the same with Jordan Grace before. I've never really watched too much of her before, but I was highly impressed with the pair of them, and they really seem to work very, very well together. And I think Impact do have a strong women's division to a point. I think those two, Taya Valkyrie, Rosemary, Su Yung. I mean, yeah, Su Yung maybe. I was less impressed with Su Yung than I expected to be. But I must admit, a lot of the other women that are in that that Battle Royal or Gauntlet match or whatever it was were very, very poor for me. I mean, when they start bringing people in just because they're wives and girlfriends of other wrestlers, I don't know if that really works for me, to be honest. But this has been a cracking match between these two, you know. Really, really good match between these two. Abyss now dragging Sting back into the ring. Will it be enough? It is indeed. Wow. And Abyss looks to leave the ring, but thinking against it, I'm still quite surprised that Abyss has pulled out this victory. You know, this is a massive win for Abyss. Defeating someone like Sting, this is huge for him. Right, here we go then. So this is the other semi-final for the Tag Team Championships. The winner will go on to face off against LAX at the finale to basically win the first Tag Team Championships here. The Rascals versus the Hardys. This should be a fun one, I think, actually. Let's go. This should be fun. Should be a nice high-flying one, definitely. Yeah, I think, Jamie, for me, The Fiend or Bray Wyatt would have been the perfect option. Well, for me, there's two. Either The Fiend or Bray Wyatt to hand over the torch as that sort of character for the foreseeable future. Or the only other one I would like to have seen would potentially have been Kane. Buried Alive, Undertaker versus Kane. Sort of finish off their 25-year storyline with Kane debuting as Undertaker's brother and this, that and the other. I think it would have been a fun little way to end the whole thing with Kane finally vanquishing and burying his brother, The Undertaker, alive. I think that would have been a good way of doing it. Or, like Jay just said, The Fiend or Bray Wyatt would have been a very good option as well to pass the torch. I've often said this. I often say that I think Brock Lesnar defeating The Undertaker for me was one of the biggest mistakes WWE made, to be honest. Only because I don't think Brock Lesnar needed that. Why did Brock need a win over The Undertaker? Why did Brock need that on his CV? He didn't. He was already massively over. He was already a massive heel. So why... It could have been such a massive rub for someone like Bray Wyatt. It could have really elevated his career. And for some reason, they decided that Brock was going to be the lad. I don't know. Odd for me, but hey-ho. Whatever keeps him happy, I suppose. Whatever keeps him happy. That's backdrop there by Matt Hardy. Viewer-wise, well, we've got 6 viewers. It's not great, is it? But it'll do. I'm happy with 6 for now. Like I say, the new format of this will be that as soon as the stream's finished, I will unlist it. And then I will edit both episodes tomorrow and get them uploaded into an individual playlist for you to watch back if you need to in the future. Just to try and cut away a bit of the crap for you. So all you're watching then is the actual show itself rather than... all the in-between talking and this, that, and the other that I'm going to do. So Desmond and Xavier now locking in the submission on Jeff Hardy. Big senton bomb by Zachary Wentz on Matt Hardy. Which banner? Oh, yeah. That's it. We're advertising the other company now. Oh, nice big cutter there by Wentz, but I think in the process, I think he might have landed awkwardly. But the Rascals did incredibly well here. Side effect there by Matt Hardy, taking down Dez into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, it's only a 2 count. Jeff Hardy, German suplex on Wentz. Sting would have been an interesting one as well, Jay, yeah. Sting would have been an interesting one. I just feel like for the 2 reasons, like I said, Kane for me would have completed their 25-year storyline, and Bray Wyatt for me would have obviously handed the torch. I think the problem is that this whole Undertaker Sting is too late. Okay, Jamie. See you in a bit, mate. Wentz with the elbow across the back of the shoulder. Forearm across the back. Another big forearm in the chest as well. Big strikes. Jeff, nice drop kick. Taking down Dez. Nice elbow right in the leg as Jeff Hardy dives to the outside. Matt Hardy now sending Wentz into the corner. Wentz fighting free and tried to go for a springboard cutter against somebody who was not actually there. So it was quite an embarrassing maneuver, really, to be honest with you. But hey-ho, there you go. Matt Hardy taking Wentz up on top. It's been a longer match than I expected it to be honest. Nice drop kick in the face by Jeff Hardy on Desmond Xavier. Wentz now with the big strikes into the leg of Matt Hardy. Jeff drops into the pin. 1. Only a 1 count. Wentz was there to break it up. It's feeling that way, New Generation, isn't it? I was hoping to get off a bit earlier because I've got a few videos to do. I've had a couple of issues with a couple of GTA videos I need to re-record. I was hoping to get that done tonight, but I'm hoping it's going to be... Well, I mean, the New Japan card is... it's not... There's a couple of Fatal 4-Ways on there. We've got 2 Fatal 4-Ways, 2 tag team matches, and 3 singles matches. We've got 1 more match left after this, which is going to be the Bobby Roode versus James Storm match. Matt Hardy, nice forearm right in the face of Dez, and into the Bulldog as well. Hardy bringing Dez back up to his feet, and all of a sudden the Hardys using their experience edge here to get in control of this match. Big elbow there by Dez on Matt Hardy. Now Dez into a T-bone. Quite well expecting a T-bone out of Dez Xavier here today. Wasn't really, but there you go. Dez now dropping into the pin on Matt Hardy. This could be enough. 1, 2. Oh, wow. Adam Cook. That's an interesting new persona you picked up there. This has been a pretty long match so far, hasn't it, really? I'm not playing Yaya Ding Dong anymore because they shut me down. They literally shut down the stream. I had to go through the whole stream and wipe that little chunk out where we played it. Netflix does not want us to have nice things. Twist of fate by Jeff Hardy, but Wentz is distracted actually, but he does turn around and make the break. Wentz now dumping Jeff to the outside. Oh, tried to, but Jeff is apparently immune to punching. Doesn't affect him apparently at this point in time. There we go. Wentz now over the top with a power bomb. Wow. As Matt raining on the strikes, then into a neck breaker on old Desi Do. Yeah, ding dong. Good one, mate. Stuck in my head now too, honestly. That's the point. Hey ho. So I was reading something and it backfired. I still can't get into my app that's actually, or my actual program that's playing this stream. I don't know what's quite wrong with it, but it's not allowing me in. So hopefully I don't need to change in the settings as we go through this because I am unable to do so. It does it sometimes. I mean, the program's obviously still running because the stream's still running, but I can't get inside the actual program to change anything. Wentz there, hit a senton and managed to flatten the referee in the process. Which is not ideal, I suppose, for his situation. Xavier now dumping Jeff over the top. Going to drape him in and drop him with the neck breaker. Matt Hardy now super twist of fate off of the top. Wow. That was big. Jeff now with the STO. Jeff heading up top. This match has been incredibly long. Excessively long. So this could be an interesting opportunity here for the Rascals. Xavier now, a very loose version of a Blue Thunder Bomb. Come on, Des, do something with your life. Come on, Desi, do something. I don't think Desmond Xavier wants to do anything with his life by the looks of it. Oh, it's a cartwheel into a kick in the heat. But Matt Hardy is back in to break it up. Why is that not coming to the right game? Into game title. Yeah, Impact might be getting the old NXT thing when the match goes too long. I mean, it hasn't been a bad match in fairness. It just got a bit longer than it should have done, really. Nice neck breaker there by Zachary Wentz as Dez had Matt Hardy up on the shoulder, but his back gave way. Standing Meteora by Xavier. Spinning heel kick there by Matt Hardy. Who gets caught with a clothesline as Zach went for the... I don't know what happened there, to be honest, on the outside. Good evening, Buttercup Bella Bella. Yeah, Buttercup Bella Bella. It's an interesting one at the moment here. It looks like the Rascals may be coming to a strong point in this one. Or maybe not, because Jeff manages to fight back Zachary Wentz, but he's going to break that pin up now straight away. Jeff Hardy's up on top looking for the senton, avoided by Desmond. Yeah, the ref's been terrible. I think we need to sack him, to be honest. Both members of the Rascals are up. This is your opportunity, Rascals. Finish it off. Do something with your life. Get yourself an opportunity at the pay-per-view to fight for the Tag Team Championships, for God's sake. There's the senton. Got to go for the pin, Wentz. You've got to go for the pin. Go for the pin, Wentz. Oh my God, he didn't go for the pin. Why didn't you go for the pin, you freak? Dez with the T-bone. Good old Dez. Now Dez heading up top. As Matt Hardy with the head scissors locked in. I think we should, you know, New Generation. I keep saying we should do that. Yeah, I think we should. Maybe next season we'll start to do like 10-minute time limits and stuff like that. So we can start to get draws. There we go. Crossface locked in but broken up by Jeff Hardy. The problem is with a time limit draw here is it would mean that we would probably end up doing a triple threat maybe. Twist of Fates. Twist of Fates for everyone. Please, Jeff. Why is nobody going for a pin? Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. A glitch where you reverse the pins. I see what you mean now. Okay, is Matt going to go for the super twist of fate again, I feel like? So, Jeff, you just need to keep Dez occupied as Matt drops him. Super twist of fate. There's the pin. Jeff, keep Dez occupied. Oh, my God, he kicked out. He freaking kicked out. How? Why? When? This match never ends. Why must this game be like this to us? I do not understand. Fight no longer. Fight no longer. We're going to see duo senton bombs. But Jeff's going to get it because he was first. Oh my god. Okay, the match is finished, but yeah, it wasn't the most ideal of finishes, was it really? Zachary and Dez get the loss. The Hardy Boys go on. The match finally finished. It was a Hardy victory, which means the Hardy Boys are going to face off against LAX at the Impact pay-per-view to become the first Impact Tag Team Champions in this universe. Fight no longer. Fight no longer. There we go. Right, so the Hardys versus LAX is now locked in. I think it's season rankings, like so. There we go. Yep, season. Oh god. More loud notifications come through on my phone. Yeah, I suppose it did make sense. I mean, they both went for the sentons, and Wentz hurt his back in the process. Was too slow to get up, and that's what caused the pin. Next up, then, our main event of the evening. Double swamp to bomb. Yeah. That's a new name. I've not seen that before. Ooh, no views, please views. What are you doing? I left a bag of treats on the sofa and she just realised. Not open. Cheeky cow. Not a cow, she's a cat, but there you go. Right, Bobby Roode versus James Storm. These two are the highest ranked currently in our Impact roster, and the winner of this one will go on to face off against Samoa Joe for the Impact Championship at our finale pay-per-view. Yeah, it was a pretty long match, weren't it, New Generation? So I'll be uploading these two videos onto YouTube tomorrow anyway. Big uppercut there by James Storm. Now into a nice butterfly suplex on Bobby Roode. As Storm just raining down the strikes and slamming Roode face first into the mat, looking for the big uppercut, but Roode fights back. Roode now sending Storm crashing over the top. Roode now brings Storm back up to his feet. Storm rolls Roode through. And now Roode on the outside, dropping Storm. Of course, these two guys know each other very, very well. Both members of the Beer Money Tag Team. However, when the Singles Championship is up for grabs, they're both going to try their hardest to walk away with that belt as well. So very difficult times for this tag team. Especially when they know an opportunity against Samoa Joe is there in the future. Roode into the pin on Storm. Only a one count. Bobby Roode now taunting over the grounded James Storm. weird usage of ROODE, isn't there, in WWE? I can't quite tell if it's doing well or not. It's tricky for me. Storm dropping his body weight across the back of Bobby Roode. Strikes back and forth, but ROODE now clotheslines Storm to the outside once again. ROODE slams Storm into the announce table. Yeah, he won the United States, I suppose. I suppose he's... I was going to say he's not quite emulated his NXT run, but I suppose very limited people ever do they really? That's a takedown there by Bobby Roode. Roode brings Storm back up to his feet. Strong strike. Roode now slamming James Storm face first into the ring post. Of course, as I said, a win here will give them a main event at our finale. And it's been won by countout. Good evening, Shane the Gamer. You've turned up to see the worst possible finish. Bobby Roode just got a countout victory against James Storm. Well, that's disappointing, but either way, Bobby Roode is the winner. And Bobby Roode is going on to face off against... I've written Booby on my computer. Bobby Roode is going on to face off against Samoa Joe for the Impact Championship at our finale on Friday.